Now let's talk about billing and invoicing your customers. This is something that gets skipped over quite a bit, but it's really important to know how to do this. So I'm going to show you how to set this up in just a few minutes here. The first thing we can do is we can go to Stripe. Now this is how we typically invoice any business that we work with. We invoice them through Stripe. It's really easy to use. It's low cost, and I think it's the best option for billing and invoicing any type of customer. So you can go to stripe.com. I'll leave a link to it down below. Once you create an account, it's going to look something like this. You're going to have this dashboard here, and I'm going to show you how to create your products and then send those invoices. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go over to product catalog here, and we're going to create a new product. So I'm going to click on create product, and then the first one that I'm going to do is just the website setup. Okay. And you can make a description here of all of the things that are included in this product here. So let's just say set up website. And I would recommend filling this out more, but for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm just going to have a short little description there. And then we have recurring or one-off. Now, remember, we're going to be structuring this in a way where it's an upfront fee and then it's a monthly subscription. So I'm going to click on one-off. Now, let's talk about pricing because this is really important. If you're going to get anything out of this video, this is the one thing I want you to walk away with, is that it's really useful to have multiple different tiers of product offerings for any potential client. So for example, instead of just offering everyone that I'm pitching a $200 flat fee setup plus $100 a month, I think it's better to do maybe tier 1, which is for people who have a basic need. They want a website, but they don't really have a lot to put on the site. They just need something that looks good and is relatively cheap. So maybe that one might be a $150 setup fee and then an ongoing $65 a month. And in that, you can just have the basics. Then in tier 2, you might have something that's a bit of a step up. And this is for people who want a little bit more. Maybe they want you to fill out more information on their site, create more pages, maybe add some blog articles or something along those lines. And it might be a little bit more maintenance. And then you have tier 3, which maybe there's businesses that want you to help set up their online store so they can sell products through their website, and that's going to definitely cost a bit more. So you really want to have these tiers and packages because it gives the buyer a choice, it gives them options, and people always like to have options when they are buying something because something might seem like a good deal, or there might be others that just are willing to spend more. They want to spend more and get more product offerings as well. And you really never know the financial position of the business that you're pitching. Some of them might be in a pinch and they just want the basics. So really would recommend offering tiers. You can just make a really simple PDF on like Microsoft Word. It's very simple to set up. And we've always done that for any services that we've offered. It's really good. So let's say for this one, we'll do $150. This is tier 1. This is the basic setup. And once we enter that price in, we can just click on add product. Okay, so we've made that product, but we want to also have that recurring subscription in there. So we go over to the right-hand side and we click on edit product. And then here we can add another price. And so in this, I'm going to have the recurring $65 per month, billed monthly. You can make a description there and then click on next. And then we update that product. So it's a one-off $150 fee plus $65 a month. We click on update product. So there we go. We have that set up. All right. So once we have that set up, we're then going to add a customer. So we go to the left-hand side, we click on customers, and then we're going to add a customer here. And we can enter in their billing information or any other info that we might need, and then just click on add customer. So now we've added this customer here, and if we want to edit the invoice that we're sending them, we can do that pretty easily. All right, so we've made our customer, and now the last step here is just going to be creating and sending that invoice. So we go and click on the Invoices tab here on the left-hand side. We click on create invoice. We can add the customer in there, and then we can just add the item that we've already created in our product categories here. So we have the website setup, which is $150. Click on save. And then you can decide on some of the details as well, like when you want the payment to be due and everything else, like a footer or any other memos that you want to add into the invoice. Now, you'll also see on the previews that we can actually edit some of these things on like how the invoice actually looks. So this is the email that would be coming in to the customer. And we can edit the branding down here by just clicking on this. And we can change the color scheme here if we'd like. Maybe we want it to be like a green color. We can change that color scheme, looks good, and click on Save Changes. So this is how it's going to appear then when it comes into your customer's inbox. So that's the basics on that. You can just click on Review Invoice once you're finished, and then you can finalize and send that invoice off to your customer by just clicking on Finalize and Send. And so now when your customer gets this, it'll come into their inbox. I'll show you right here. So here as an example customer, I've gotten the invoice right here in my inbox, and I can just click on Pay this invoice, and it's very simple, very easy to collect payments this way. And then we can auto bill them at that $65 per month as well through Stripe.